Virgo, born August 23rd to September 22nd, what can you expect for the month of May 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So Virgos, I feel like you've taken on a lot, and I just feel like you're being squeezed. There's so much to do and so little time, and I feel like this may be a pattern that you've been in for a little bit. And whether you're the caregiver of somebody else, or whether there's a pressure, you're being squeezed at work, or your own, just hard on yourself. But literally, my kidneys feel squeezed, like really feeling squeezed in my sides and the kidneys. And kidneys have a lot to do with anger too. And it could be that, you're just mad at life. You're mad at your lot in life. It could be that, like I said, if you're in a caregiving position for somebody and it's not working out, or it could be just that your work is just, it's lost its level of satisfaction, and your coworkers aren't helping you, or your employees aren't showing up on time, and your relationship's not working out. And there's just this like, just this feeling squeezed by life. So the good news is this month, I think there's an opportunity to wind down, right? So maybe things don't change, but you energetically can change. So when you start to let go, when you start to relax, when you start to take care of yourself, and maybe that's going to yoga, doing meditation, doing things that let the body unwind. Like I see you guys like a spiral, so wound so tightly, you've got to like do something that unwinds it. Whether that's taking up golf, whether it's walking, whether it's meditation, but it's a way for you to kind of cut loose that energy. And so it's so important, Virgos, that you guys do that. And I know that a lot of you get joy out of your work, and that's why you work so much, right? But whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're stepping back from the thing that is doing so much squeezing. And if it's your own head, your own mind, then go see somebody, right? Whether it's somebody like me, where we just do some energy work and clearing over the phone, or whether it's a more traditional therapist. But it's about getting out of your own head and stop being so hard on yourself, and learning how to kind of let go and allow things to come in more just readily without the stress. Okay, so let's look at relationships, romantic relationships for Virgos. For those of you that are in a coupled relationship, let's see what's in store for you this month. It's interesting. I see you have a lot of patience with your partner, and there's a lot of opportunity for you to be by their side, and just really you have that sort of like, what do we call, like the Virgin Mother energy, the martyrdom, the loving energy, the stoic energy. So there's this very powerful, passionate, purposeful energy with your partner, and then at the same time, I feel this like exhaustion with it, right? Just exhausted with it, and my head even hurts in it. So with the partnership, it's about taking care of yourself inside of the partnership, not losing yourself, not losing your value within the partnership. So making sure that your needs are being met along with your partner. So if you're the one who's the caregiver, or does the majority of the planning or the doing in the relationship, make sure that you're calculating in taking care of yourself. And I think if you do that, the relationship will continue to blossom. If you don't do this month, you're going to find there's this shift or this break where you might lose it, right? Because it's just become too much. So to avoid losing it, start taking care of yourself a little bit every day. Start doing a little bit less, and letting your partner, give them a heads up about it. Hey, I found that I need a little more time for me. So I'm not giving myself enough time in the morning, so I need you to do XYZ with the kids so I can do ABC. Can we do that, right? Can you help me with that? Like speaking up and asking. And I know Virgos don't usually do that because you guys are just used to getting in there and doing it all. So this month, for you to find fulfillment, you're going to have to speak up a little bit and ask for your own needs to be met, which is different than bitching about it, right? It's about cooperation and communication. And I think you're going to find joy in the relationship if you focus on cooperation and communication this month. Okay, so now let's look, for those of you who are single and interested in a romantic relationship, what's in store for you, Virgos? So, okay, so for some of you, you have an expectation to be disappointed. You have an expectation that that person you're going to meet is going to be just like your ex or the last five people you dated, right? Or it's always going to be that way. No. So, so whatever that energy is that I'm picking up, if that resonates with you, that means you need to work on yourself. That means you need to work on your own head. That means you need to, you haven't healed from the last relationship. You haven't healed from that abuse or that loss or that pain. So instead of looking for a relationship, take care of you. While taking care of you, it allows new people to come in that will meet you where you are so that you're not projecting or creating a replay of the last broken relationship. So if you find yourself, that when I talk about relationships, that immediately where your mind goes is like, why bother? They're all going to be like XYZ or whatever. It just means you're not ready for a new relationship. It just means that you haven't healed from the last one. Because a new relationship, that wouldn't be anything new, would it then? If that's the continuum of the old. And certainly I don't want that for you, and you don't want it for yourself. So just notice where you're at when you think about having a new relationship. Are you optimistic? Are you happy? Are you positive? Are you excited about it? If so, if that's the trajectory of where you're at, then it means that, you've done some work around the relationships and you're ready for a new relationship. So let's see what's in store for you guys. This is interesting. You may have a secret admirer, and they may actually, and it may be somebody that comes to you and say, hey, have you heard of, XYZ? Well, they've heard of you, right? So it may be somebody like that where somebody else does their bidding for you. Have you met so-and-so? Well, they want to meet you. So it might be kind of like that setup kind of thing, but go for it. They're worth it. They're flattered. They may just be a little bit shy, and they may not know your social status, if you're taken or not, and that's why they've asked your kind of mutual friend or somebody who knows you a little bit better than they do. But I see kind of like this person in the shadow who's been admiring you, and it could even be that that you just casually bump into them and talk to them at the end of the month. I say the end of the month because I'm seeing it around that full moon of Scorpio, May 18th, and then again at the Memorial weekend, which is the last weekend in the month, as an opportunity to meet somebody. And it could even be somebody that, like I said, you're just casually talking to them, and then you find out later that they've had a crush on you, or they always thought you were attractive, or they saw you in church and always wanted to talk to you, or they saw you at the the game, at the Little League game, and they wanted to approach you but never could. So you do have a fan club, is what I'm saying. There is a fan out there who's interested in you. So there's that. So, but if you're in pain and you're not over the old relationships, do yourself a favor, take care of them, because there is somebody who wants to get close to you. And that old suffering, that old pain, that protection isn't letting them come in. So if that strikes a chord with you, take care of it, deal with it, let go, grieve, scream, yell, whatever you need to do to let go of that pain, because the next relationship is waiting. All right, Virgos, let's look about your health now. Well, actually, money, career. So let's go to money and career first for Virgos. So I feel like you have money, Virgos, but I also feel like you can be tight with the money in terms of like watching the money, and because you work hard for it. But there is a little bit of a strain. So you have more money going out, and whether that's because you've had a recent illness, or you've been helping out somebody, or maybe you've just done a remodel on a home or bought a new car. But I'm feeling a little bit pinched, especially in my back with money. So that usually indicates financial problems or financial pressure. There are loans available for you if you have to borrow from a family member, or you have to borrow from a friend. There is collateral there. There's money that you can go and get. So I think it's just a matter of being honest with where you're at, and assessing your situation. And if, I'm not seeing it so much as filing a bankruptcy or anything like that, but it could be. But it is about having an awareness about your money, and then being able to talk to somebody to make it go away. So, right, borrowing money to make the problem go away so that you can be stress-free and get it off your back. So that's that money's available for you. You just have to go out and talk to somebody about it. All right, let's look at your career. There's room for you to, it's here's the thing, it's really about you guys making a decision about what you want, because I feel like you've got this wand in your hand and you're like, how's this thing work? There's a little confusion about what to ask for. What do I really want? And am I just happy where I'm at? So it's about not, having some clarity about how you want your life to look, and knowing that you've got the magic wand in your hands. So it's about stating and saying, this is how I want it to look. And if you don't know what profession is going to give that to you, even just start out with, okay, well, I want to work this many hours and I want this type of benefits. Even just start out with that and then put it out to the universe. Even if you don't know what the profession is going to give you feedback and information. So it's about getting some clarity around your career, but I feel like the sky's the limit and you guys have the wand in your hand. You just don't know what you want to create. And I think once you know what you want to create and start to ask for it, you're going to start to feel like you're in the flow again. So that's the point. Just start to create, sit down, write down what it is you want, what you're looking for. Focus on that as opposed to what you don't want. Because when you focus on what you don't want, all the universe does is give you more of what you don't want. So what you focus on will grow. So put your focus on what you want, and then the universe knows how to feed you. Okay, let's look at your health for Virgos. I feel like you guys just may be tired, maybe feeling a little bit run down, maybe not getting enough sleep, high stress. And with that, I feel like a little bit like a sore throat. My jaw aches a little bit. So whether you're grinding your teeth at night from stress, or whether you've got a sore throat, or whether you're just feeling this low level of exhaustion, it could be adrenals. So just this overall tiredness, and some of that feels like it's from the worry or the concern around the money or the career that, as we talked about in the beginning, I was feeling like you were being squeezed by life. So the health feels a little bit drained. I love the Pure Encapsulations B12, liquid B12. So good. It really helps to build your immune system up, right? And if you're talking to a doctor, get it approved by them. But it's something that I found really supports my immune system, and when I'm getting tired or when I'm really stressed, taking that liquid has really helped me. You can buy it on Amazon. And then again, making time for you, right? The biggest thing is making time for you, and meditation and downtime, reading a book, walking, gardening, whatever it is for you, that Zen time is a must for you this month. And that's really going to keep you above the fray and keep you in the happy zone. And you'll just be more pleasant to be around, and you'll have more fun this month, and you won't be weighed down by it all. Okay, let's see if there's a surprise in store for Virgos this month for you. Okay, I feel like you catch a break. And it feels lucky. It feels like a lucky streak. And whether that means you're a betting person and you win something, or whether you catch a break with your work or a couple deals fall your way, or your house sells. But there's just feels like there's good news coming, like you caught a lucky break. So I would look for that lucky break, and it feels like mid-month. There's some good luck coming your way and a lucky break. So I like that. So just look for it mid-month. It feels like it really perks you up, cheers you up. It feels very positive and light and happy, and definitely unexpected. All right, Virgos, have an amazing month. Enjoy yourself. Don't work so hard. Take care of yourself. Have fun. There's so much also love and support coming in for you that I can feel. It's like it reminds me of like a reverse mushroom. Like it's coming out from the sides and then lifting you up, and you're going up above the mushroom, right? So there's this beautiful energy of rising you up, and it feels really powerful. So, but it all starts with you taking care of you. All right, guys, have an amazing month. Enjoy May. If you like my intuitive astrologies, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.